Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spark923 Gaming. I am your host, Spark923, aka Firehawk5150, aka Lucas, and we are back in Jurassic World Evolution 3, where we are wrapping up our sandbox run. We have accommodated as much as the map will allow us to. We have so many dinosaurs, it is saying the complexity of our map is too much, and we have to be careful what we do. So, as of right now, I am just picking and choosing dinos to fight and all that other stuff. We're going to take the tour, we're going to do the boat ride, all that stuff. Yeah. So, sorry, don't. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so we'll see what we can see and all that other stuff. We'll go to some of the views and all that. I'm hoping we keep Bubs, because the Bubs family line is down to one member now, and that is Big Bubs the third, or Big Bubs number 3, um, and he is the only surviving of that lineage, and because Babina passed away before he did, and we weren't able to get a life mate for him, and she passed away too soon to where we couldn't get a life mate for her because we can't have two males in the same paddock. So, um, anyway, schedule. Thursday we'll be back in GTA 5 where we will be doing a Kaio heist and doing a few other things as well. Um, Saturday, if I'm not too exhausted from the con, I will be back on the build table, possibly wrapping up the terrace and possibly starting the Geysack. So, yeah, but also, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, we have a new model, the Redler BC. I call it, which BC to me means big cannon, but I'm sure that if my friend Archie was watching, he'd probably tell me, oh, actually, it means this. And Archie is very well knowledgeable that I deserve the, well, actually. So, um, or actually, sorry, actually. So, but, yes. And I am currently, wrapping up, the second part of my, Stories of the Late War series. Um, it's been exhausting. I've been so dang busy at work. It's been so hard to just sit down and write. But I've been making time and getting it taken care of. I appreciate your guys' patience. I'll just have to get it edited. I will just have to get it edited and so on and so forth. So, all right. We are at 161 followers. That's 9 away from our new goal of 170. So please hit that follow button. Help get us to that goal of 170. Hopefully by the end of the year. If not, maybe in the summer. Who knows? But also, if you'd be so kind as to like, follow, subscribe, and ring the bell over at our YouTube at Spark93 at YouTube, where all of our videos end up eventually. And if you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads, but it also helps us with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So, with that, I really don't have much else to say. So let's go ahead, get into the game, and wrap this up. Whew. Okay, zoom. Okay, so our complexity is fine. Oh, we do have a death. Does that wipe out anything that I need to fix? Irritators. Alright.
Asset to be collected.
You're fine. There's enough weapons. Alright. So, how about we start with the Cretaceous Cruise? Well, now who died? I don't want to lose any more before we go on.
Asset transportation in progress.
Oh, good. We have dinos up here. Parasaurolophus. Ooh, one's got a lovely pattern. This enclosure definitely had to take a hit due to the complexity issues. It was our biggest enclosure and had the most dinos, so we had to unleash something inside for a while. And then, oh, there's a Dryosaur. I think that's a Sinoceratops over there. Look at that big blue stripe on that guy. I knew something was gonna die. I hope it's not Big Bubs. Oh, you can see the Patagonosaurus. They're both taking naps. Taking naps. just start dying. Well, that's too slow. There it goes. It's up. Three deaths? Okay. The big, lonely guy right there. I really need to make another one of those before he starts hitting the fence. Alright, doesn't look like we'll miss much. We're gonna go... Oh, wow, that one died?
En route to collect the asset. Picking up asset.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need some Kintros. Yep. Alright, back to the river. I would say... you.
Asset transportation in progress. Transporting asset.
And a little bit of rain. Might get a little crazy. Can't believe that parasaur just died right there. Ejector hatch. By what? Something big's happening. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. We were...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a pteranodon to the park.
There we go. Okay, turn around, there's the Sinoceratops. I keep hearing those concavinator roars, and they sound like screaming children. Or maybe that's one of the Indos or the Scorpius. Attacking vehicles now. Sorry if it seems like I'm whinging or something. I kind of messed up my foot yesterday. It's not broken, but I was dealing with something that I ended up like stretching out my toes, and it just really feels very tender. I want them to like pop, but they won't pop because they're so stretched out. Good. I know this isn't the most thrilling ride I have, but our complexity has gotten too complex. Oh, sounds like Bray's gonna be going to bed. And for those asking, why haven't we seen a lot of Bray? We've kind of adopted this thing where if he's too tired, we just go ahead and put him down. We don't want to keep him up. and stress them out too much. So when it comes down to it, as much as I know you guys love seeing the little guy, we don't want him stressed and possibly waking up in the middle of the night. So we just go ahead and put him down so he gets a good night's sleep, and he's behaved tomorrow or the next day. So. Another death. Almost to the end. Something big. Something big moved by me. Oh, it's one from the four biome exhibit 2. Oh, 2 died. There's Parasaurolophus. There's the rain.
Asset collection request received.
closing. That's good.
On the way for that repair job.
Oh.
Asset reported.
Heading to collect the asset. Acknowledging asset collection request. Collecting asset.
All right.
Asset transportation underway. Asset has been collected.
New asset ID.
For your added our kind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Transit has commenced. Asset being transported. Asset transported. Transportation complete.
Adding to the list. Confirmed.
Man, how'd all these get out?
Asset report incoming.
En route to collect the asset. Heading to collect the asset. Heading to pick up the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Picking up asset.
Okay. I think we've squared everything away. Oh, there's the other Guanlans.
New objective incoming. Confirmed.
Collecting asset.
Ah,
Asset transportation complete.
è gigante. There we go. Okay, everything seems to be settling down.
Asset transportation complete. Asset being transported. Acknowledging asset collection request. Heading to pick up the asset.
There we go. Oh, now who's dead?
Asset transported. Request acknowledged.
Okay.
Commencing asset transit.
I would like to get another Sinoceratops before this guy goes ballistic.
Asset to be collected.
Okay.
Delivered. Has been completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Kentrosaurus to the park.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, you guys poisoned yourselves. That'll teach you.
transportation request.
Alright, I'm not sure if these guys will stay contained, but they also presence help.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Sinoceratops to the park.
Oh, we've got a semi-aquatic legend on site now. The Spinosaurus is a menacing figure on land, but it really comes into its own in the water. Just imagine that iconic sail slicing through the waves as it approaches your boat. Feels like something out of a movie. Well, maybe also something out of a nightmare, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Sinoceratops to the park.
This is a boys' fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Tyrannosaurus Rex to the park.
Asset to be collected. Asset transported.
Oh man, that was almost a standoff.
We are pleased to welcome an irritating.
Asset transportation in progress.
Have they noticed each other? Are they gonna notice each other? Are they gonna square up? Oh. It's a challenge. And try to get this fight over with before we did the super long tour, because I know the tour is going to take a long
Transit has
time.
commenced. Asset has been transported. Asset delivered.
Heads up, got a new asset.
Picking up asset.
Canceling the task.
Transit has commenced. Confirming asset delivery. Heading to pick up the asset. Commencing asset transit. Transportation underway. It's on the to-do list. Heading to pick up the asset. Transporting asset. En route to pick up the asset. Asset in transit. Asset has been transported. Asset to be collected.
Let's see what is going on. Just checking our options, seeing if I'm going to be sending you guys off anywhere after this. So, what do I think of this game? This game was fun, I will say. I enjoyed it. I am a little intrigued that it actually had a complexity limit with everything. So, Um, it's kind of interesting how that worked out.
Adding task. Understood.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Understood. Asset transportation underway.
And that's the end of the Bubs line.
Collecting asset. Assets in the air.
this fight's not really gonna work out.
Heading to pick up the asset. Let's see how it is. Commencing asset transit. Collecting asset.
Whoa.
Acknowledging asset collection request. En route to collect the asset. Transportation underway. Asset transportation in progress. Asset delivery confirmed.
our drysaurs are gone. Alright, well, before we lose anything more, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get us back down. Not again.
En route to collect
Alright,
the
we're
asset.
going to start the tour because we're just whittling down life here.
Asset in transit.
Triceratops, adult styracosaurs do lack large horns on their
Ooh.
crown.
So here we go through our
The
first
land around
zone
us
here.
is held by a Margosaurus. A Margosaurus may find itself standing in the shadows of its relatives, dwarfed by towering titanosaurs. Yet this smaller sauropod continues to draw gasps of amazement, thanks to its astonishing spinal spikes. We are now entering Dreadnoughtus domain. This colossal titanosaurian originally lived in Argentina and and is one of the largest ever known land animals. Its tremendous size and power led to it being named Dreadnoughtus, meaning fears nothing. Occupying this area is Aurora Titan. Originally from the Russian Far East, Aurora Titan is a graceful hadrosaur with a long swan-like neck and a prominent hatchet-shaped skull crest that is often visually vibrant in color. Each species that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is maintained at all times.
Usually the Corethas are up here.
This region is affected by solar melting. The heavily armored collar and huge protracting spines, the slow-moving sauropelta was well protected against agile, rapacious predators that would try to jump onto the back of their prey. As the vehicle will often traverse across difficult terrain, it is important that you keep your seatbelts fastened. Each vehicle contains night vision goggles. Using these will allow you to continue watching our amazing animals as darkness falls. Hiding in this terrific space is the Pteranodon. The long, slender beak of the Pteranodon is comprised of solid bony margins that protect from the base of the jaws and end in a sharp point. This gives these pterosaurs the ability to masterfully scoop with their beaks to capture fish.
We can cut, we can cut, we can cut, we can cut, we can cut.
For your safety, we ask that you keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle.
Yes, it is raining.
Seated at all times.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know JC likes geese. There's one.
Hiding in this
comatose
face
drop.
of a majestic pteranodon is the protruding
It's
skull.
just right in the hair. It
Straight
is.
and narrow, it angles back from the rear of the skull and aids the pterosaur when maneuvering in flight.
A majestic dino flap flaps. Unfortunately, some dinos have died, and we have a wrecked vehicle somewhere.
For your safety, we ask that you keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle and remain seated at all times.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It was fun playing this game. I did enjoy it a lot. Building my own park was pretty fun. Would I go back and do like the challenge modes? Maybe. I will say I do need a break from it. Because if there's one that there's T-Rex in the back. You are a very shiny man. Very shiny man. Oh, there's a T-Rex in the back.
For your
back
safety, we ask that you keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle and remain seated at all times.
How does this compare to the other two? I will say it is a vast improvement. You can do so much more as far as like scenery and like paddock design and stuff like that, where you can like, I mean, I am no paddock designer. I got lucky with my designs. There's no way I could do what some of the other people are doing, which are, some people are building like underground paddocks, some people are building valley paddocks, some are building like specialized paddocks that are like designed to be like directly from the show and stuff like that, from the movie and stuff like that. So I unfortunately am not that good, but I will say it is pretty neat to see what people can do with this. And
each species that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is maintained at
all of these
times.
ones that we're driving outside of are predator paddocks, because if we were to drive through them, they would be attacking the cars constantly, and that's not good. I know I'm kind of rushing the tour, but right now we are in the hybrid area. So we had Indominus, Indoraptor, Scorpius Rex. I believe we're coming up on Spinoraptor. Because that should be
Each
Scorpius
species
Rex.
that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is maintained at all times.
Oh, the rain stopped. Besides a few outliers that I just really wanted to try a few things on, we got to show off all of the dinos that we didn't get to show off in the campaign, so I'm happy about that. I feel that we accomplished that. Excuse me.
Although our mobile veterinary units can attend
I wasn't really able to do dino fights the way I wanted to, you kind of have to know how to set up an area for that, so that the dinos aren't always trying to break out, but they're... I should have probably set the thing like no breakout, high combat, all that kind of
certainly
stuff.
needs no help protecting itself. Not only an animal of considerable size, the Ankylodocus boasts pointed
Ankylodocus
spikes
is somewhere
and a
here.
powerful club at the end of its tail.
somewhere in here. Let's see. We had to have been close to it though, because the car wouldn't have dialogued if it wasn't close.
Each species that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is maintained at all times.
This is why I can't go on tours, because look at that bar at the top. It is just getting worse and worse and worse.
This area belongs to the Stegoceratops.
Yep, there they are.
The genetically modified species Stegoceratops
Ooh, those ones glow.
perfectly captures the vision and
I love
ingenuity
getting
of
those
Dr.
tight.
Henry Wu. Combining two of the world's most recognizable dinosaurs, the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops, this creation is one of Dr. Wu's boldest forays into hybridization. Each species that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is
into
maintained
my
at all times.
Big paddock, which unfortunately all the Dryosaurs died. So we still have Patagotitan. I think we still have a few Parasaurs and some Sinosauros. Yeah, there's some Parasaurs. And then Sinoceratops are way down there. Now we're gonna go around here, because this is the 4 biome. So 4 dino biome there.
As the vehicle will often traverse across difficult terrain, it is important that you keep your seatbelts fastened.
And these are the smalls over here, and the Acrocanthosaurus over there. 4 deaths. Oh man, they are just whittling down.
Each species that you see on this tour should be regarded as a wild animal. It is imperative that a safe distance is maintained at all times.
Over here's more of the quad biome. Irritator and the Quasin. And I believe Deinonychus is over here. Deinonychus. And back around here.
For your safety, we ask that you keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle and remain seated at all times.
something
Each
I could do
species that you
different
see on
in
this
my
tour should be
sandbox
regarded
mode, would
as a
I
wild
do it
animal.
differently?
It is imperative that a safe distance is
I mean, I got
maintained
everything
at
done I
all
need to get done.
times.
I probably would have changed a few settings, like Dino Death probably would have changed. For sure. Oh my gosh, things are just dropping dead. I'm not stopping to check because I will never be able to find my
In the
car
event
again.
that an
so.
animal needs relocating, the ACU team is called upon to help tranquilize them before doing so, ensuring the safety
that
of
should
both our
be-
staff and the animal itself.
That's the smalls. That's the gigas. You might see one. There's 4 or 5 in there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Giga Notisaurus. Giga Notisaurus. Now we're coming up to the raptors and the aqua. I did say I wouldn't put an aqua in here, but I did.
Despite having
because
very short
I
arms,
just ran
the
out.
hands of Giganotosaurus each wield 3 knife-like claws. Giganotosaurus also boasts a truly powerful
Giganata?
bite force and an impressive array of sharp, slicing teeth.
Right, so we have the big pin there. We have the Trosiraptors there. We have our
Each species that you see on this tour should be regarded
aquatics
as a
there, and then we have
wild
our
animal.
Utah Raptors
It is
here.
imperative that a safe distance is maintained at all times.
There's one of the fluff butts in the background. Lost it now.
Should you require them, each vehicle contains night vision goggles. Using these will allow you to continue watching our amazing
And our
animals
lovely drive
as
through the
darkness
wilderness
falls.
by the lake to get us back to where we started.
As the vehicle will often traverse across difficult terrain, it is important that you keep your seatbelts fastened.
And back into the tour bay. We are done. Alright, let's see what we can recover here. Alright, the Dillo went down. That's typical. Get you out of there. You out of there.
Heading to collect the asset. Asset requiring collection.
Get you out of here. Yep, yep. Okay. Whoa, bunch of stuff just died. Okay.
Collecting asset.
Oh, indirect.
Asset transportation underway. Transporting asset. Commencing asset transit.
Irritator.
Asset has been collected.
Anyone else die? Yep. Featherbutt died.
Ladies and gentlemen, our weather forecast has been updated. The hurricane threat level has been raised.
Transporting asset.
raining again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please beware of falling debris and proceed to take cover until the park.
Asset transportation underway.
So we need more dillos. More dillos.
En route to collect the asset.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an irritator to the park.
Transporting asset.
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Heading to collect the asset.
Wow, those dillos. They bred fast. And now this recovery is sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a cryolysis to the park.
Asset to be collected. Picking up asset.
Which true that was.
Assets in the air.
close to the end here, folks. And I honestly do not know what we will be doing next week because we are done with this game.
Asset being transferred.
Who frickin' died? Man. A lot of minor fractures and sprains.
Normal activity.
Asset to be collected. Asset transportation in progress.
So all of our gigas have grown. So there's the mother, the dad we had to get rid of. There's the other female.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
There's Schnickel.
Dilophosaurus to the park.
And then there's Fritz.
Transportation underway.
Nice Snickle. Snickle's younger than Fritz.
Transportation underway.
And then these two aren't elderly? How'd Fritz get up? Oh, wonder if something's up with his genome that he's growing fast.
Delivery has been completed.
Oh, now who freaking died? Oh, one of the Spinoraptors.
Asset to be collected.
Receiving asset report.
Can finally unleash the Trudons. Fine.
Heading to pick up the asset. Collecting asset. detected. Asset in transit. Confirmed.
Well, these guys healed up, and then we'll probably be heading into the final of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Troodon to the park.
Transporting asset. Transportation complete. Delivery complete. No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Troodon to the park.
Asset in transit. Transit has commenced. Task received. Asset delivered. Confirmed.
Okay, so looks like we're going to be ending on a rainy day.
Adding to the list.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Troodon to the park.
Commencing asset transit. transportation in progress.
There we go. I will miss this game.
Asset has been collected.
It was fun.
Confirming asset delivery. Commencing asset transit. Confirming asset delivery. Asset transportation in progress.
Okay, so
Adding task. Delivery has been completed. Transportation complete.
Attention personnel. We have
we'll
a
get this
sick
guy healed
animal
up and
in
then we'll
need
do
of
our
treatment.
outro and then we'll
Available
get on out of
personnel,
here.
please respond.
Transportation complete.
Attention personnel. An animal scan has been completed by an MVU team.
Alright, get this guy sent back and we're calling it. Okay, guys. Well, we appreciate you coming out here and enjoying this series with us. It was a fun
Asset
time.
requiring collection.
I know that these big park builds where it's just kind of watching me decide what to do and what to place and all the other stuff sometimes gets boring, but I appreciate it nonetheless that you guys stuck around to see this to the end. I learned a few things, like I learned how to make waterfalls, kind of. Learned how to make caverns, kind of. Learned how to make a Cretaceous cruise, kind of. We finally had a lovely family of T-Rexes. Unfortunately, the Bubs family line is now gone, so this is all new breeding stock. So, and we can't even breed new dinosaurs because we are have too much complexity. So, but yeah, it was fun. It was a good, fun time, and I'm happy this park turned out the way it did. So yeah. I am tired. I am very tired. I am probably going to finish getting what I need to get done, and then probably going to bed. So, thank you guys for coming out. This video that you guys went, the stream you guys watching, should be up tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Central U.S. time. So check it out then, and don't check it out then on our YouTube. As far as our schedule goes, Thursday we'll be back in GTA 5, possibly doing a Kaio heist and possibly doing some other stuff. So definitely excited for that as well. Then Saturday, if I'm not totally completely exhausted from the con, we will come back. I will come back, and we will be on the build table again, possibly finishing up the terrace and possibly starting the Geysac. So, super excited about that as well. And who knows, maybe bringing home a new model. We will see. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? And then next Tuesday, who knows? We might be starting something new, might be starting a series, who knows? It'll be awesome, nonetheless. We are at 161 followers. That is 9 away from our 170 follower goal. That would be really awesome. We could hit that for the end of this year, or maybe for the end of the summer. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Don't forget to check all of our stuff out at YouTube. Spark923 at YouTube. We are at 698 videos. That is 2 away from 700, guys. We have been having an amazing 2-3 years now. I don't know. No, we've had a couple of Christmases, and yeah, we've had at least 1 or 2 Christmases. But we're probably coming up on 3 years, maybe. I think I've been active 2, almost 3 years. We'll see. But yeah, let's see. I will throw you guys over to my friends at Thousand Faces Cosplay. But if you feel like you want to help out the channel and don't know how, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us be creative and stuff. Yes. But it not only helps you by getting rid of those ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So we greatly appreciate that as well. Finally popped my fingers. Oh. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, all those in between, remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spark923 Gaming. I love you guys. Take it easy. And I am going to hit that mattress so freaking hard tonight. And I'm going to send you over to my friends at Thousand Faces TTRPG. Little D&D.